Do you remember owning any game systems as a child? Xbox, PlayStation, Wii, GameCube, maybe a portable console, PSP, Game Boy, 3DS, or DS? Well, I had a 3DS when I was 11 years old. It was a gift from my father, and I'm pretty sure I still have it today. I do not have a charger. If I find the DS, I'll play a video of me showing it off of a video. Hi, welcome to a part of a video where I talk about stuff. This is the talking section. So, I'm here to tell you today about my old Nintendo DS. I had this from the ages of like 10 to 11, but truth be told, I had two Nintendo DSs. I had a blue one that was an actual Nintendo DS, while this one is a Nintendo 3DS. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a Nintendo 3DS XL. The first one was a gift from my brother, and I played his Pokemon Black save, and I fell in love with that game. Might make a video on that someday. Who knows? And then this one was a gift from my dad. The thing is that this little piece of Nintendo technology has brought me so much joy and so much nostalgia. I never thought it could be nostalgic. But here we are, years later, from 2016 to 2018, and I'm nostalging. Is that even a word? I'm looking back on the Nintendo DS. What game is even in this? Pokemon Black for the... I shouldn't hold it like this. I'm struggling. Pokemon Black. I love this game. This is like my favorite Pokemon game ever. How do you put cartridges in here? I forget. This, ignore how messy it is, because I had this for years. I had this case for years, and I never knew how to clean it. And me and my siblings, my siblings are so disastrous. They spilled slime on this. I drew on it. It just wasn't in its best condition. What games do I have in here? I've Scribblenauts for DS, Zoo Tycoon 2, that was really good. Hello Kitty Party. I'm going to show you guys all the games. Zoo Tycoon. Scribblenauts. I just realized I'm doing like the okay sign every time I like hold up a game. So you know. Miitopia, I have that on the Switch. I love Miitopia. I've never finished it, but it's so good. Super Smash Bros. DS. I love Super Smash Bros. Sims 2 Castaway. I love that game. Everyone loves that game. At least to my knowledge. I've never met someone who has not. If you've played The Sims 2 Castaway, I fully believe you have a neutral to good opinion about it, because I've never met one person who does not. Tell me if you disagree in the comments below. Some of these games my dad gave me, because this was a hand-me-down from, like, one of my step-siblings. And, like, it came with the weirdest games. Like, this is Imagine Babies, and this one would never work for some reason. Oh, the game we're actually talking about today, MySims for the DS. This one my little brother liked to play a lot. I never really got the hang of it. It was Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. My dad gave us that one. I remember my mom, she would buy me Nintendo DS games for my birthday and stuff, and I loved it. My dad, he would too. Another one my dad gave me, Imagine Baby Slayers. This one wouldn't work either for some reason. I love Style Savvy. Style Savvy is such a good game, and I will stand by that. I will die on that hill. Big Brain Academy. I hated this game. I did not like it because it always made me feel stupid. Maybe I should replay it if I ever find the charger. Mystery Case Files, Millionaire. I never played that one. Horse Life. That was a good game. And finally, Hello Kitty and Friends. I wish I had the charger for this because I would plug it in and I would show you guys because I had actually some virtual games on the DS that I didn't have on the cartridge, and I love them. Like Tomodachi Life, for example. I don't think I ever had that one in cartridge, but I had it on the DS. Harvest Moon, Tale of Two Towns. I had that one always on this. I made my grandma buy it because I remember I played Harvest Moon whenever I was younger. I watched my mom playing it, and then I just was like, oh, I want to play that again. Clearly, it wasn't the same version because she was playing Harvest Moon 64, and I didn't realize that. But I. Anyways, like I was saying, I had Animal Crossing for New Leaf, not on cartridge, but on. Well, I mean, I had the cartridge. I lost the cartridge, and then my mom, she just bought it on the eShop. That's all I have to say about the Nintendo DS and this case. Back to MySims, I guess. Thank you for listening to the talking section. So I'll be real here. I thought MySims was not well known enough to have a fandom wiki. I even said on stream today that the game was not well known enough to have documentation like a fandom wiki. I was wrong. Also, spoilers for MySims DS ahead. The whole MySims series has a fandom wiki with sections for each game, so let me tell you about some of the MySims characters. I won't cover all of them, only some of my favorites. Tim, the Mayor Helen's grandson. Him and Helen live in a house behind Town Hall. Tim really likes racquetball, which I didn't know was a real sport until writing the script. Also, side note, there are a ton of racquetball courts in this town and the surrounding area. This implies that the town was popular enough to build at least 3 or 4 of these courts. I don't remember how many courts there are in the game. I think it's 3 in the whole game, so I googled how much it is to make a racquetball court, which took me to a Reddit post in the r/racquetball subreddit. This post took me to howmuchisit.org, which had an article about how much it is to build a racquetball court and its cost. This article says it's about $100,000 to build a racquetball court. This makes me ask a question. How many people lived here to be able to charge $200,000 in taxes? Let's say there are 2 racquetball courts in total owned by the town, and they were all built in 1965, since racquetball is a fairly new sport being invented in 1950. The taxes that would have been required to build these courts, adjusted for inflation, would have been $20,857.71. This doesn't account for other taxes either. That's all I have to say about that. Side note over. Olivia is the general goods store owner. She is timid and quiet. She is one of my most favorite characters from this whole game. You find Olivia after the first day / after getting the first star for your town. You go into a general store and help her out after finding her in a suit of armor. I will die on the hill that she is Blorbo material. Foster is a forest ranger that lives in the forest. He is super awkward around other Sims, yet prefers to be around animals. Foster is another very Blorbo-able character. And for those asking, what is a Blorbo? Blorbo is a term that originated on Tumblr. That is basically your favorite character. Foster and Olivia can go on my Blorbo board. Emma is a casino dealer who works on an island called the Entertainer area. I would only play Emma's game because it was the only one I was good at. Emma never appears in town, and I headcanon that her and the other casino dealer live in another town, but still a cool character. This game has way more characters than these four, obviously. I just don't want this video to be longer than it needs to be. There are also tourists that appear within the town, and you have to calm them since they are always upset. This brings me to the way you interact with other Sims in MySims DS. You are timed and have multiple social interactions to pick from. You must choose the right ones and fill up the other Sims' happiness bar. If you succeed, you get some simoleons. If you fail, you can't talk to them again. Unless they are a main character and it's for like the storyline. Multiple mini games appear within MySims DS, such as racquetball, lay making, fishing, tic-tac-trump, dodge the thief, paragliding, dowsing, and skydiving. The mini games always varied in difficulty, at least in my opinion. Let me be fully clear. This game always felt oddly liminal, yet comforting. So now, I'm here to ask the question of why. As I reflect on my past, as I try to be grateful for who I am now, and as time keeps ticking forward, I realize that I've been going back and reflecting on that specific time when I had been playing My Sims, making animations on Flipnote, and when the DS was the only way that I really felt like I had company. To be honest, I think there was a misty haze in my life at that time that I'm sure a lot of you can relate to, feeling utterly alone and in chaos. Maybe because there aren't a lot of things going right, or maybe because you feel lonely, like I did. The more I look back on that time in my life, the more I think that maybe my perception was wrong. Maybe I wasn't alone as I thought. I feel grateful and privileged to have realized that I have a good support system. Now take my advice with a grain of salt. I'm no therapist. It can be easy to be lonely and to feel alone and to feel like you're trapped in that liminal loneliness. But there are 8 billion people out there, and you can find people that share your interest and share your point of view and to make a connection with people. I know it feels impossible to crawl and claw out of that hole of loneliness and sadness, but in my opinion, video games is a good place to start. DiamondSage.com states that there are 3.22 billion gamers worldwide. There is likely to be at least one person who shares an interest or will show interest in your favorite game. I know it might be hard to go out into the world and socialize, to talk to people, especially after 2020. But people, even in all the bad that they do, even if there are bad people, can do so much good too. Sometimes you just have to talk first, which sucks, but it might be the best conversation you'll ever have. That's why I think gaming is a good start. Anyone can pick up a video game and then go into a Discord server or a subreddit about said video game and make friendships. So, my final statement for this video is that for many people, including myself, video games has been an escape for possible loneliness. Yet, if we are looking to aid loneliness, video games can be a helping hand and an aiding tool for those who need it. That's all I have to say for this video. Happy 2024. I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good day. Goodbye.